Hey! Hi! How you doing? This is the Gamertron and welcome back to the Gamertron Show. So, Blizzard Entertainment's popular upcoming first-person shooter is getting closer and closer to release. There's much excitement for the upcoming open beta of the game, and there's been a lot of praise given to specific closed beta testers and YouTubers towards the game, saying they love it. Overwatch has been getting a lot of praise and a lot of excitement. I'm happy for those people and I'm happy for the game. However, everyone also seems very timid about saying anything negative about Overwatch, because even though the game isn't out yet and not everyone has played it, it somehow has already dedicated fanboys that will tear you to shreds if you say anything negative about the game. But I want to bring this up, I want to talk about this, because a lot of people seem to be ignoring this. Look, I know Blizzard Entertainment is a great company if they've made some great games, but we can't let Blizzard Entertainment's reputation completely cloud our judgment, and I'm going to ask the question that I'm surprised not more people are asking. Why does Overwatch have no story campaign? I mean, seriously, why? The game's two cinematic CG trailers hint and poke at a story, a larger world. Yet everything we have seen from the closed beta of the game reveals that there's almost no story to be found. Granted, this is just the beta. For all I know, when the full game comes out, it will have a bunch of lore videos or bios or stuff you can read in the extras and stuff like that. And while I have no doubt Blizzard will in some way address the lore and the story some way within the game, it has been confirmed that there is no campaign, there is no story campaign. No single player campaign, no co-op campaign, just no story mode. Which really boggles my mind based on the cinematic trailers, the CG trailers. Hell, even the regular gameplay character reveal trailers, even moments in those trailers hint at backstory and a larger world. Yet everything I've seen of the game so far, just from the closed beta, mind you, I don't know how it will be in the finished product, shows no sign of any sort of background story or character development. I mean, take a look at the cinematic story trailer for Overwatch, Recall. Partway through it, these hellgast, typical sci-fi mooks. Who the hell are they? I've never seen them anywhere in the game besides this cinematic CG trailer. Who the hell are these guys? Why are they working for this character Reaper? Is this character Reaper part of some organization? Is he the villain of the game? Is there even a villain in the game? We know there are some bad guys in the game, villain-like playable characters. Yet in the gameplay of Overwatch, you can play as any character and any character can be on any team. So the two characters shown in the Recall trailer, Winston and Reaper, in the actual game will be controlled by players who will be playing as them on the same team. What's the reasoning behind this? Why are they on a team? What is the story reason for this conflict that's going on in Overwatch? I don't know! It seems like all the trailers and marketing material for Overwatch are advertising this story that seems to be almost nowhere in the actual game. Again, keep in mind, I am basing this off the closed beta, and Blizzard has confirmed there is no story campaign. They have confirmed this. It is a multiplayer PvP only game, which you wouldn't suspect looking at these trailers, at least the cinematic CG ones. Now, I know Blizzard Entertainment is hitting new territory, touching on new ground with Overwatch. This is their first shooter. But what is one of the things Blizzard is known for? Memorable characters, epic stories, great cinematics, none of which appear to be in Overwatch. It's in the marketing material, but it doesn't seem to be in the game, which is so bizarre for a Blizzard game. It's also very odd for a full-priced AAA game. Overwatch does have a solo mode where you can play against bots, but that's about it. Even in other AAA multiplayer-only games that haven't received as much critical praise and excitement as Overwatch has been having, such as Titanfall, Evolve, Rainbow Six Siege, all those games contain cutscenes, background story, PvP, PvE, and solo modes. While the story world and setting in those games, in those multiplayer-focused games, are not as fleshed out in a typical single-player story game, those games do, however, contain story and character, background story, lore, all of which I'm just not seeing in Overwatch. Yes, it's on the website. Yes, it's in the marketing material. Yes, it's on the wiki page, but in the game itself? Now, let's talk about the game people like to compare Overwatch to, another first-person shooter coming out in the month of May. A game a lot of the Overwatch fanboys like to declare Overwatch will kill this game. Battleborn, the game being developed by Gearbox, the Borderlands developers. In Battleborn, unlike Overwatch, there are PvP, PvE, and single-player game modes. There's a story campaign mode with cutscenes, lots of dialogue, boss battles, environmental set pieces, and this story campaign can be played single player or co-op. Now, I know immediately what some of you are going to say to defend Overwatch, but Overwatch is a new franchise, it's a new IP, this is Blizzard's first-person shooter, you gotta give them a break. They'll probably make a story campaign in the sequel. While I will give you that this is Blizzard's first-person shooter, this is not their first game, however. They have made a multitude of games where the story campaigns, or what could be considered a story campaign in their game, has been praised. They have more than enough experience with telling stories, creating a story game mode, a campaign. And you can't say it's a new IP, a new franchise, it needs to grow first. Battleborn is a new IP and franchise, and it has a single-player co-op campaign, a story campaign, and multiplayer. And on top of that, in Battleborn's lore and story, there is a legitimate and understandable reason why these characters, these hero characters, are fighting each other in the multiplayer. Where in Overwatch, there is no reason as to why these characters are fighting and working alongside each other. In Battleborn, they give you a reason. Not just that, they explain the lore and the world and the universe. And this is all coming from closed beta and trailers of Battleborn. I can't say the same for Overwatch. I look at all the stuff revealed for Battleborn, and I have an idea of what's going on and why it's going on. With Overwatch, it feels like something is missing. It feels like a story campaign is missing. And it is, at least in my opinion. Now, I know some other people are going to bring up Team Fortress 2, that Overwatch is like Team Fortress 2. Team Fortress 2 is a great multiplayer-only game, and it doesn't have a story mode. Team Fortress 2 doesn't need a story mode, because Team Fortress 2 is not about the story. It is not advertised as a game about its story. It is a game that is advertised for its gameplay and its cartoonish art style and sense of humor. Overwatch, however, has been, you cannot deny this, it has been advertised as a game with a story. Yet the actual game itself that has been revealed to us seems to be lacking it. Now, I'm sure, this being Blizzard, that when the game comes out, there will be cutscenes, bios, and lore. I'm sure they'll have like an extras page on the menu where you can go check that stuff out. But let's be honest, it's just not the same. It's not the same as seeing and hearing characters interact with each other. It's not the same as being introduced into this whole new world. Look, the only reason I criticize Overwatch is because I like it. I know that might sound hypocritical, but I actually really like Overwatch. I like that Blizzard Entertainment is expanding their horizons and trying new things. I like that this developer and publisher is taking chances. And I honestly do want Overwatch to do well. I'm gonna buy it, I'm gonna play it, and I'm most likely gonna enjoy it. However, I think a great deal of people are not looking at the game with a critical eye as they would any other game because it's being made by Blizzard and because a bunch of YouTubers said they liked it. You can't nitpick, deconstruct, and criticize all these other video games made by all these other publishers and developers and then just give Overwatch a pass because of a few specific reasons. I think more people should bring this up. I think more people should be asking Blizzard, why is there no story mode? Why are you advertising in all these trailers for the game to have this story when the actual game is just multiplayer only? I think we should be a lot more skeptical. I think we should take Blizzard to the task, not for the sake of being pessimistic or negative, but so that Blizzard can make the best game they can make. But anyways, those are all just my thoughts, feelings, opinions, and perspectives. What are yours? Let me know in the comment section below. I love reading comments. I get nearly enough comments. Please leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts, feelings, and opinions on Overwatch, its lack of a story mode, and this video itself. Speaking of the video itself, if you like the video in any way, shape, or form, please hit the like button. Hitting the like button helps you, helps me, helps everybody involved in the video if you hit the like button. Finally, if you like me and you want to support me, please share the video on social media, Twitter, and Facebook. And if you want to see exclusive content, consider pledging and becoming a patron on my Patreon. Anyways, guys, that has been a video, and I will see you guys later.